Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rob Johnson with the Stragan Media Network, coming to you from Marlington High School, deep in the heart of Marlboro Township, as we have a pretty good matchup tonight between the Marlington boys and the Minerva Lions. Should be an interesting matchup as Minerva comes into the ball game 5-11 and 1-7 in the league, and Marlington is 6-10 and 2-5 in the league. Minerva winning the last battle. I know Marlington, their last game, they fell to Louisville pretty handily, and Salem lost to Minerva lost to Salem. I'm joined tonight by my sidekick, John Taggart. We also have Big Jack Horn, with us tonight. So I'm excited to see how the game plays out. What do you think, John? Good matchup?
Yeah, a little bit of a rivalry between these two schools. Marlington trying to get back into the win. Well, both teams trying to get back into the win column tonight. Marlington trying to split the series with Minerva, and split it up, and then Minerva trying to sweep the Dukes this year. So it should be a pretty good game. I think they'll leave it all on the court tonight, and so.
Well, we also have a little something extra special tonight. It's Team Trevor night, in support of childhood cancer. It's in support of Trevor, and you'll have to help me, John. His last name?
Wigan.
Young man.
Yep, it's for his charitable foundation for childhood cancer and research, and it also helps provide for local families assistance, if they need it, going through those things.
So this is a pretty special thing here that they're doing. Both teams, both sets of cheerleaders, coaching staffs, are donning some of the yellow Team Trevor shirts. I'm excited for the game tonight. I mean, and when you get both programs coming together to do something special like this, that's cool.
Yep.
That's real cool.
It's bigger than basketball.
Yep. Well, and we saw a little bit of that over at Louisville with the Kudos Strong. That's like Brooke Heron said when we were on the air, we were talking about it. And sometimes life is just bigger than basketball. And tonight is one of those nights. So we're waiting on the starting lineups. We may have to do it on the fly tonight as they hadn't gotten them to us yet. So we're working on that. But I know some of the key contributors tonight for Marlington will be Bo Himmelheber, Casey Miller, and Jaden Proctor. For Minerva, they've got, is it Garrett Gonzalez?
Yep, Garrett Gonzalez, Owen Schick, Jaden Yeager are some of their key contributors that I've seen, this season. So
this will be my first time to get to see Minerva. I haven't had the opportunity to see him. I got to cover him during football season, but, we're here tonight. Hopefully, I know we're working on putting a game together, next week?
Yep. Carrollton against Minerva.
So we hope to see you over at Minerva for that game. But we're going to take a step back and let them have the pregame ceremonies. They're going to talk about Team Trevor and the national anthem. So we'll stick right here, but we'll be back for the tip-off.
Has raised well over $70,000 for Akron Children's Hospital, plans to continue to partner with them to support the search for a cure. Special thank you to our event sponsors featured on our store at Stable. to us all. Let's hear it for the founder of tonight's event, Trevor Weigand. Trevor attended Marlington schools from preschool through 9th grade before moving to Pennsylvania. He was diagnosed at age 5 with a type of cancer that had already spread through his brain and spine. Over the next 8 years, he had multiple surgeries to remove some of the larger tumors. Went through 8 years of chemotherapy. Trevor is 20 years old now, graduated from high school, and recently spent a year in Orlando, Florida to complete his education and training in video production. He returned to Pennsylvania and works as a filmmaker. In his free time, he loves to freelance work for his LLC Wild Thunder Production. He is a licensed drone pilot and loves to capture pictures and videos from the sky. Another highlight is that he works with retired NFL player James Harrison. Medically, his new oncologist is impressed with how well he is doing. So much so that she just promoted him to yearly MRIs to monitor his disease. Ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate Trevor has been chemo-free for 7.5 years. And now, entering the court, our honorary captain, Lucas Jimmy Belillo. Lucas is the son of Marlington High School English teacher Erica Belillo. Lucas is an 11-year-old North Canton student, was diagnosed with B-negative acute lymphoblastic leukemia in July of 2019. He survived a 2.5-year journey that included hospital stays, clinic visits, chemotherapy, blood tests, bone marrow biopsies, spinal taps, and daily medications at home. Despite all that, Lucas is still a playful, loving, empathetic, sensitive, courageous, very talkative kid. He loves sports, animals, fishing, hunting, camping, Legos, video games, and all things Star Wars and Marvel. Lucas was officially cancer-free, released from the program, and had his chemotherapy port removed in the fall of 2021. Next, we welcome Marlington alumni and everyone's favorite middle school science teacher, Angie Hattery. Angie is a 1987 graduate of Marlington High School and has taught in the district for 30 years at the middle school. She is married to Rich and is a proud mom of Marley, Alyssa, Zoe, and Luke. In 2017, she was diagnosed with an aggressive skin cancer. This required a 10-hour surgery, facial reconstruction, and 30 sessions of radiation. Today, she is cancer-free. Angie would like to tell the kids to make sure you wear your sunscreen, even if your parents give you a hard time about it. Next, we recognize our last guest, Marlington alumni, 8th grade history teacher, our varsity Dukes announcer, Chris Middleton. Chris is married to Kristen and has 2 sons, Chase and Cade, who are both Marlington graduates. In the summer of 2018, Chris was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, which also showed spots on his liver and stomach. After undergoing chemotherapy treatments, Mr. Mid is a stage 4 cancer survivor. Once again, please join me in a round of applause for all our honored guests. Thank you so much for your support. At this time, we'd like all those in the crowd who have been impacted by cancer to please stand. Whether you yourself have been diagnosed, a loved one, neighbor, or friend, the Marlington Dukes, the Minerva Lions, and Team Trevor would like you to know you are not in this fight alone. We are all tougher than cancer and stronger together. Make sure you purchase your 50/50 tickets, t-shirts, and ducks in the hallway outside the gym. All proceeds from tonight's game and tonight's activities will be donated to support Team Trevor and local families battling cancer.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we invite you all to stand. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we turn our attention to the northeast wall of the gymnasium and our flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Lions, who are coached by Sean Green, and his assistants are Scott Cassidy and Scott Loudon. Junior, number 22, Garrett Gonzalez. Sophomore, number 11, Jaden Yerger. Senior, number 10, Brandon Davis. Freshman, number 12, Rowen Hoffee. And senior, number 34, Braxton Davis. And now introducing the starting lineup for your Marlington Dukes. Sophomore, number 20, Dylan Marlington. Junior, number 3, Jaden Proctor. Junior, number 2, Bo Himmelheber. Senior, number 4, Kaden Bates. Senior number 14, Casey Miller. Your Dukes are coached by Mr. Nick Evans.
So that's our pregame ceremonies. We'll set our lineups here. As starting for the Dukes will be number 2, 5'10" junior, Bo Himmelheber. A 6-foot guard, number 3, Jaden Proctor. Number 4, a 6'1" senior, Caden Bates. A 5'11" senior, number 14, Casey Miller. And a 6'2" sophomore, Dylan Hetherington, number 20. We'll get you to Minerva here in just a second. As Davis will get it back out top, swings it to the other wing. Back to Hoffee. He's going to hand off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the opposite side. To the top. Gonzalez going to drive, pulls up for 2, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Proctor. And he'll go the other way, up the floor to Himmelheber. Himmelheber gets it up top of the circle to Proctor. Proctor's looking. Gonna dribble over to the left. Gives it off to Himmelheber. Himmelheber's gonna dribble. Backs it back out. Drives, takes it to the hoop. Shot up. No good. Rebounded by Minerva. They'll push the other way. Minerva gonna give it off to Jaeger. Gonzalez to the corner for 3. Bang! Just like that, Minerva, 3-0.
Brandon Davis. Early timeout.
Yeah, coach, advantage. Not having any of that. He said, let's talk about that. We can't leave him open. So I want to tell you, that was a nice ceremony there at the beginning of the game there, John. You know, I've had a little bit of a, well, not a little bit. My father passed away from cancer due to Ancient Orange disease. And so it's a little bit special to me seeing all these people coming together to battle cancer. And, you know, I truly appreciate all these folks doing that. It's a pretty miraculous thing. So Marlington will inbound, brings it across the timeline. Proctor's dribbling, gives it off to Himmelheber, to Bates. Bates gives it back out top to Himmelheber. He's going to drive, dishes off to Miller, and he's got a three-pointer. Last time we were here,
he couldn't miss.
No, he was on fire.
Starting strong already.
Yep. Back out top to Gonzalez. He's going to dribble, drives, and it's going to be stolen by Bates. Over to Miller. Miller's going to push the other way. Comes across midcourt, gives it off to Himmelheber. Back out top to Bates. Bates hands to Proctor. Proctor's looking. Passes over to Himmelheber. He dribbles back out top to Bates. Proctor. Proctor. Himmelheber to Bates. Bates is dribbling. Oh, nice look. Just couldn't quite make the connection. As Minerva will come the other way. Yerger gives it off to Gonzalez. He loses it, gets it back. Passes it over to the wing. He's going to drive. Kicks it back out. It's going to be Davis. Gives it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives, kicks it to the corner for 3. Off the rim, no good. And they're going to call it over the back. It's going to be on number 34, Braxton Davis. That'll be his first foul of the ball game. So Marlington brings it the other way. Proctor to Miller on the wing. Gives it to Himmelheber, back to Miller. Himmelheber for the 3. Bang! 6-3. Dukes with 4:52 left in the first quarter.
Good sign for Marlington. Not a good sign for Minerva, as Marlington's 2 main shooters are feeling it in the first quarter.
So Davis
nice
throws
steal.
it away. Proctor's going to push. Brings it the other way. He's going to take it to the hoop. Strong move. Blocked by Gonzalez. Back out to Hetherington. He's going to go strong to the hole, and it's going to go. It's going to make it 8-3 Dukes. 4:25 left in this first quarter. So they're going to kick it out for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bates. He's going to push the other way. Gets it up the floor. That was to Hetherington. Back to Proctor. Up top to Miller. Back to Proctor on the wing. They're going to reset the offense. Proctor going to take it to the hole. Gets cut off. Hetherington. Layup good. And
Nice
Minerva's
pass.
going to take a timeout as we went to a 10-3 lead. So 3:57 here in the first quarter. We're going to get you the Minerva starting lineups as we had a little bit of a track meet there. 6-foot senior, number 10, Brandon Davis. Of number 11, a 5'10 sophomore, Jaden Yerger. A 6-foot freshman, Rowen Hoffee. Or excuse me. Yeah, that's correct. Sorry. They've just got the numbers spread out. It's a little hard to read. Number 22, 6'5" junior, Garrett Gonzalez. And rounding out the starting lineup for Minerva is number 34, a 6'4" senior, Braxton Davis. So Davis will bring it up the backcourt, guarded tightly by Himmelheber. He's going to get it off to number 25, Owen Schick. Just checked in the ball game. Also number 40, Matthew Phillips. Gonzalez going to turn, kicks it to the corner. That's Hoffee. He dribbles, passes it off to Schick. Schick to Gonzalez, takes it to the hoop. Layup, no good. Rebounded. And we're going to get a foul on Proctor.
He had a lane there.
Long pass.
Ooh.
Almost taken away by Himmelheber. Oh, back door's wide open. Layup good. That's going to be Jaden Yerger with the bucket. 10-5. Back out to Proctor. He's going to reset. Gives it to Bates. Bates looks, hands off to Proctor. Proctor loses it, gets it back. Back out to Bates. Makes. So Proctor gives out to Miller. He's going to dribble, spins, back out to Hetherington, pulls up for three. Bang! I'll tell you what, if Marlington keeps hitting the threes like this, Minerva could be in trouble.
Well, and it's not just one guy either. You got three guys that are looking to score here right now.
Hetherington guarding Davis up top, kicks it out. There goes Schick.
Oh.
And, they're going to give the charge to Schick. Nice defense by Himmelheber. Checking into the game is Sam Yoder, number 30, and number 10, Ty Noak. 2:17 left in this quick first quarter as the referees are having a little bit of a conversation. Not sure what the discussion was, unless they're having a dispute over the call.
I hope it's not like a technical or anything. Oh, they changed their mind.
They changed the call. They confirmed. You know what, though? I give the referees props on that because you want to get the right call. And if you're, you have a conference, you talk about it, and, Coach Advantage is like, hey, you called a charge. He's fighting the fight. But that's why you have three referees. Long pass out top. And over to the corner for three. No good. Rebounded. That's going to be Miller. He's going to push the other way. He's going to take to the hoop, lay up, good. He's going to make it 15-5, 2:03 left in this first quarter. Duke's lead.
Marlington's red hot here in the first quarter. Minerva needs to find an answer.
So Schick on the wing, gives it off, back out. Schick gives it to Gonzalez, spins. Oh, almost stolen by Noak. Inside, back out top to Gonzalez for three. Off the rim, no good. And Miller's going to push the other way, gets it up to Yoder. Or excuse me, Hetherington to Yoder. And we're going to have a foul. I always get those guys back switched up. I don't know. The 2 and the 3 on those orange numerals are very close.
Well, and they look like twins from up here.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you what, folks. These numerals for Minerva are very challenging. They're a light gray on the red, and they are hard to see. So Marlington's going to bring it back out. Himmelheber up top to Miller. Back to Himmelheber. He's going to drive the lane, kicks it to Hetherington. Oh, they left the lane open for Hetherington. Back out to Noak. Back to Miller up top. Reset. Himmelheber over to Yoder. Miller to Himmelheber for three. Bang! 18-5. Dukes. 44 seconds left in this first quarter. As Davis has it on the wing. He's looking. Kicks it out top. That's Cassidy. Drive on the baseline. Shot no good. Rims out. Off to Miller. He's going to bring it across the timeline. Coach wants him to settle for last shot. Back to Himmelheber. 18 seconds left in this first quarter. Himmelheber gives off to Miller. Hetherington over to Miller for three. Long, no good. Rebounded. Hetherington
Almost.
Yeah. So that's the end of the first quarter as the Dukes take an early 13-point lead, 18-5. So we're going to step away for just a moment, and we'll be right back.
The Straggett Media Network, a local broadcasting network, specializing in weather, news, sports, musical guests, weddings, commercials, visual marketing graphics. Let us take your business, school, wedding, or event to the next level. The Straggett Media Network.
And we're back, folks. Start of the second quarter. Dukes will inbound. So you've got Bates, Noakes, Proctor, Yoder, and Miller on the floor for Marlington. Gonzalez, Davis. Nice pass into Yoder. Shot out for Noak. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bates. Strong to the hole, no good. And it's going to be last touch Minerva. Also in the ball game is Ryan Cassidy for Minerva. Cassidy with the ball. Gets it over to Davis. Davis is going to dribble. Looks. inside to Braxton Davis.
A reach-in foul.
That foul's going to be on Sam Yoder, his first. Pass out top. It's going to go to Hoffee to the corner for three. Rims off. No good. Oh,
Nice.
Stolen away by Miller. He said,
What a
give me
fight.
the ball. That was man stuff there. He just took it. Bates to Proctor. Back to Bates. Takes it to the hoop. Strong, no good. Rebounded Gonzalez. He'll take it the other way. Spins. Off. Kicks it off. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bates. He's going to get off to Miller, who almost tripped over his own feet. Hands to Proctor. Resets the offense. Proctor double teamed. Looks, and it's stolen by Gonzalez. He's going to push the other way. Steps through, layup, good.
Nice little Euro step there.
18-7. Duke's lead. 6:05, second quarter.
You don't see that too often.
Not at the high school level.
He
And it's
steals it
stolen by
again.
Gonzalez. He's going to take it to the hole, layup, good. Gonzalez trying to bring him back by himself.
He's a defensive-oriented kind of kid. Steals, blocks, gritty.
Proctor to Miller, double team.
Ooh.
Minerva steals it. They're going the other way. They're going to push to the hoop. Shot, no good. Rebounded, follow, no good. And it's going to be over the back on Braxton Davis, number 34.
A little slow to get up there.
So checking into the game will be Himmelheber and Hetherington. Sitting down will be Bates and Noak. As Proctor walks it up across the timeline. Himmelheber dribbles, looks over to Proctor, drives, dishes it off to the corner for three, rims off, no good. Rebounded by
Nice
Hetherington.
rebound.
Back out top. Proctor gonna dribble, and he's gonna be fouled.
Yeah, Minerva's really changed their defense here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that trap defense is giving Marlington a little bit of trouble.
Led to a couple points there for Minerva.
Well, when the team's playing a trap like that, you got to keep the ball moving quickly. Wow,
From deep.
Miller from deep into Marlboro Township. Garrett with the rebound. Gonzalez. He's going to push. Shot.
Good.
It's good. 6 straight points. That is 6 straight points
Yes,
by
that is.
Gonzalez. Making it 18-11. Miller turns, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Gonzalez. And we got a scrum there.
Jump ball.
So possession arrow favors Minerva this time. So they'll inbound and bring it up the court. Hoffee brings it across the timeline, spins, gives off to Gonzalez, layup
Inside.
and good. They need to put a body on him. 18-13. Miller gonna spin, drives, gets it into Hetherington.
Yeah,
back to Miller.
Can't get down in that corner there.
Over to Yoder, to Proctor. Proctor's inside to Hetherington, back out to Miller
Wide
for three.
open.
No good. Rebounded by Minerva. They'll come bring it the other way.
Dukes have gone cold here in the second quarter.
Shot for three. Bang! There we go.
Minerva's heating up. Gonzalez is on fire here in the second quarter.
Just like that, Coach Ivanich says, timeout, let's talk about it. So we're going to step away for just a moment. We'll be right back after this.
You like spending time with your family, but have you planned for when that is not possible? Guiley & Guiley provide affordable estate planning protecting you and your family. Our experience is your solution. Guiley & Guiley.
Welcome back.
What a barn burner we have here in the second quarter. I thought, the Dukes might be able to pull away and have a nice lead, and that's all but gone now.
Yeah, I think Minerva's coach,
He made some
Sean
pretty good
Green,
adjustments here.
Yeah, he did with that trapping defense.
Gonzalez has 11 points here all in the second quarter.
So Bates, he's going to drive, kicks it to Himmelheber. He drives, shoots. No good. Rebounded by Bates. Out to Himmelheber. Drives over to Miller for three. Short. No good. That one was off the back of the rim. Gonzalez has his pocket picked by Proctor. Going to take it to the hoop. Strong move to the hole. It's good. 20-16. 2:52 left in the first half. As Hoffee's going to dribble, gives it to Gonzalez. He's going to pass it to Davis, back to Hoffee. Hoffee drives, kicks it, back out top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking, cross court, shot for three, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Nice hustle by Casey Miller. Down the court to Himmelheber, back to Miller. Miller's going to spin. Proctor to Hetherington to Bates, drives baseline, shot, and he'll go shoot two. I'll tell you what, Casey Miller has an explosive, quick first step.
Mm-hmm.
It's very deceiving, too.
And I'm kind of surprised Minerva has kind of left him open from three. I know he's been kind of cold here in the second quarter, but he's a good three-point shooter. Eventually, he's going to start hitting those.
So the first one is good by Bates. So 21-16, 2:07. Second quarter. Bates will shoot the second one, make it 22. And Marlington come out. They're picking up in the backcourt now. As Yerger will pass off. Back out top to Schick. To Hoffee. Gives it off to Davis. Then he gives it off to Yerger. Back to Hoffee. Hoffee guarded by Miller. To Yerger. Gives it to Davis. Oh, knocked away by Hetherington. Kicks it to Miller. Layup. No good. Just wouldn't fall. So the ball's coming very quickly the other way, and they're going to get Bates with a blocking foul.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do, to set your feet and stand still and take the hit.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that I was waiting to see when they made the call was when Davis was driving into him, he kind of gave the forearm push, which in that case it could be construed as a charge. So that first one is good. That's going to make it 17.
Giving Davis 4.
Second one, front of the rim, no good. Rebounded, and we're going to have a jump ball. And that will go to Marlington on the possession arrow. So Proctor's going to walk it up the backcourt. Over to Himmelheber. Himmelheber on the opposite wing to Proctor. To Miller. And it's going to be tapped out of bounds.
Exactly a minute left here in the second period. Flying by.
I'll tell you what, these close games are a lot of fun, but they do go fast. Proctor to Miller. Gives to Bates, back out top to Proctor. Cross court to Miller for three. Nope, no good. Rebounded Minerva, they're going the other way with it. That's Hoffee. Dribbles up top, guarded by Proctor, switch. Davis gonna dribble, falls down, picked up by Bates. Spins, up to Himmelheber. He's gonna give it back to Bates. And Proctor's going to reset the offense. 22 seconds left in this very fast-paced first half. Duke's lead, 22-17. 14 seconds. Miller to Himmelheber. He's going to dribble, takes it down the lane to the hoop. No good. Rebound to Minerva. Up the floor, stolen, and knocked out of bounds by Miller.
That's your half.
That's how we'll finish this first half. 22-17 as the Dukes lead here at halftime. So we're going to step away for just a few moments. We'll be back.
The Straggett Media Network, a local broadcasting network specializing in weather, news, sports, musical guests, weddings, commercials, visual marketing graphics. Let us take your business, school, wedding, or event to the next level. The Straggett Media Network.
Life is tough. At Notre Dame, Ohio State, and in my life thereafter, I've had to walk through situations that were as challenging as it gets. A large part of my ability to overcome the challenges were the determination and toughness I learned as a leopard athlete. Your challenge today is tough. They want to push you around and take what's yours. Fight hard and rise to the challenge to show yourself that in years to come, that as your life gets hard, you'll have the intestinal fortitude to overcome. For many years, you have trained and practiced for this moment. And show what you got.
We would like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank Trevor's mom, Jody Wigan, and sister, Brittany, for being with us this evening to represent Team Trevor. Their continued efforts along with our event sponsors and all of you have helped so far to raise over $4,000 tonight to continue Team Trevor's mission of support for children and families battling cancer. Let's have a nice round of applause. Don't forget, we are going to draw our 50-50 tickets between the third and fourth quarters. So you still have time to buy those. And our basket tickets will be drawn at the end of the third quarter.
Hi everybody, my name's Annalie Cackley. I'm the Vice President of Character Counts. We are the people that have sponsored tonight's event for Team Trevor. I want to thank everybody for coming out first of all and donating your money and time. It's very appreciated. So now we're going to play the Chuck a Duck game. So if you bought a rubber Okay, so here's our center, and if nobody lands quite on it, we'll just do whoever's the closest. So you can, okay, go. Throw it. Just throw it. Okay, are all the ducks thrown? Okay, so our winner is number 88, Cole Catania.
Welcome back, folks. As we have a special halftime guest with us tonight. We are joined by
Trevor, how do you say your last name, Trevor?
It's pronounced Wyan.
YN. So could you kind of just explain your story a little bit to the viewers and a little bit about your foundation that you started?
Of course. So this started when I was 13. It all started with like fundraising events. People would essentially come to us after hearing my story and want to give me money to help fight with my battle. And just with some of the experiences that I've been a part of and that I've done, I didn't really feel the need for that. So I wanted to give back to others who were suffering and also may not have the opportunities to do some of the fun things that I've been able to do.
That's really cool. So, you were obviously diagnosed with cancer. What type of cancer was it?
So the name of it is very long. It's a discriminated. I can't really
That's
say
all right.
it off the top of my head. But it's a very slow-growing type of cancer.
Okay.
Doesn't usually grow pretty fast it's not going to grow fast without giving signs. Like,
Sure,
you're going to
sure.
notice it before it gets too much to handle.
Well, that's good for you, obviously. How long has the foundation been going on?
So we started the foundation. We started to do things without before we actually formed it, I believe around when I was 13, so
Okay.
it's about 7 years ago.
Okay.
And then we, shortly after, we actually formed the LLC and the nonprofit and started to do more things through that.
So, as far as, is it just here in Marlboro Township or Stark County, or is it, statewide, worldwide?
So originally we started off at Barberton High School.
Okay.
And then from there we came to Marlington because, again, that's my hometown.
Sure.
A lot of the things we do is in Marlington.
Okay.
We had hopes of going bigger, and that's still the hope.
Well, you got to start somewhere. I mean, trust me, as I've learned in different situations, getting it dialed in, figuring out the plan and the strategy on how you can make it best is the way you do it. And you guys do a remarkable job.
Thank you. And just before we, wrap up here and start the third quarter, for people who are not here tonight, how could they, contribute to the foundation, whether it's donations or anything like that? Is there like a website or?
Yes, so we did have a website. However, we have taken it down for the meantime. But if you go onto our Facebook page, you can always get in contact with us through that. Also, again, feel free to actually donate through Akron Children's Hospital or other foundations like Make-A-Wish. Because, again, we are a foundation. We like to do things, but not to say that there aren't also other very valuable foundations out there.
Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the Akron Children's Program as we had a young girl over at Louisville that went through that system, and they have a pretty remarkable program too. So you're now in Pennsylvania, correct?
Yes, I live in Pittsburgh.
And you fly drones, which is pretty cool.
Yes,
I've crashed a few myself.
Yes, I fly drones, and I actually in the industry of video production.
Well, that's very cool. Well, I want to thank you for coming on with us. It was a pleasure to meet you. You're doing a great thing here, and it's always remarkable to see folks give back, and I want to just commend you on that, and thank you for coming on with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Thank you.
Have a great night. That was Trevor Wygant coming on with us. And I want to thank him truly from the bottom of our heart. What he's doing here is a great thing. I mean, anytime you can give back to the community and give back to something that is,
And what better community than your own hometown?
Right. So.
Ooh, nice roll there.
Well, back to basketball as Marlington is at the line. Jaden Proctor shooting two as he was fouled. 23-17 here in the third quarter. Second one is good.
Two lucky bounces for Proctor.
24-17. So Minerva will bring it up the backcourt, across the timeline. Gets to Yerger, cross court, and it's going to be out of bounds.
Just a bit outside on that little toss there across court.
Yeah, sometimes coaches don't always like that cross court pass, even though
they're open. It doesn't mean you should throw it across the court.
Right.
It looks like they come out in that
Proctor.
trap again.
Proctor's going to get it over to Himmelheber. To Hetherington. To Miller. Drives baseline. Shot no good. Rebounded Hetherington. Turns. Shoots. No good. Rebounded by Miller.
We got a foul.
And it appears it's going to be on Minerva. It's going to be on Rowen Hoffee. So Marlington gets the ball back. Miller pulls up for three. Back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Minerva.
Yeah, Casey Miller really struggling tonight, and hopefully his teammates can kind of help lift him up through here the rest of this game.
Yeah, he started out really hot as the Dukes tip it back into the backcourt. Minerva retrieves it. Double dribble. So the ball goes back to Marlington. Yeah, Miller came out hot and then just has really cooled off since.
Well, they all came out pretty darn hot in the first quarter, and Gonzalez had a really crazy second quarter. And
so Bates, cross court to Proctor, to Himmelheber in the corner, off the front of the rim, no good.
Oh, Bates went up for that one.
Oh, and he hit his head on the floor hard. It bounced. Man, I hope he's okay.
Yep, he's up.
The trainer's walking down looking at him.
Yeah, I think he's going to come out here for a little bit.
Yeah, when you hit the floor
out
like that, the trainers automatically, I mean, it's not too often they leave you in the game. They definitely pull you off, and you have to go through concussion protocol to get checked out, which is a good thing.
It might not look like it, but that court's pretty hard down there, so you bang your head off of that. I don't care how much.
Stolen by
thrown away.
Gonzalez. He's going to bring it the other way. Pulls up for three. No good. Rebounded by Casey Miller.
Yeah, Gonzalez is kind of sneaky.
He's very long.
6'5".
Back top to Miller. Miller's going to dribble. Gives it off to Himmelheber. Himmelheber to Hetherington. Baseline. Shot. Good. 26-17.
9 points for him.
5:28 left in the third quarter. As Hoffee's going to dribble. Gets it over to Gonzalez.
Almost stolen.
Into the corner to Davis. Shot. Bang. That's going to make it 26-20. 5-12. So the Dukes will walk it back up the court. Proctor going to dribble. Looking. Drives into Yoder. Back out top to Miller to Proctor. Cross court to Hetherington for three. No, air ball. And that'll be retrieved by Davis. Oh, and he's going to get it stolen by Miller. Pushes the other way. Miller going to pull for three. He just can't buy one right now. Oh, nice play. Hetherington to Proctor, and we've got another one on the
Gonzalez
floor.
is down.
That's a big blow for Minerva, too. And he's down.
Yeah.
He went down hard. Let's hope the young man's okay. We're going to kind of take a step away for just a second, and we'll be right back.
Beatty Sports has all of your athletic needs, specializing in corporate, school, and team apparel. In-house custom embroidery and silk screening makes the Beatty Sports tradition of quality and service unbeatable. Go Leopards!
Life is tough. At Notre Dame, Ohio State, and in my life thereafter, I've had to walk through situations that were as challenging as it gets. A large part of my ability to overcome the challenges were the determination and toughness I learned as a Leopard athlete. Your challenge today is tough. They want to push you around and take what's yours. Fight hard and rise to the challenge to show yourself that in years to come, that as your life gets hard, you'll have the intestinal fortitude to overcome. For many years, you have trained and practiced for this moment. And show what you got.
We're back as Gonzalez got up on his own power. He walked back to the bench.
A little gingerly. It looks like maybe a tailbone.
Yeah, he was hurting pretty bad, but he appears to be okay. That's good news. And I see Bates over there still trying to fight to get back on the floor. He's trying to fight through concussion protocol. So we're still hoping he's okay. So Davis is going to give off to Hoffee. Hoffee's going to dribble, looking, gives it back to Davis.
Yerger.
Or excuse me, Yerger. I apologize. I've been calling him. There's Davis. Shot no good. Rebounded Proctor. Up to Hetherington.
Triple team there.
To Proctor. Back to Miller up top. Over to Proctor on the wing. Into Yoder.
Ooh.
Tipped and stolen. Oh, and they're going to get Himmelheber on the foul.
Yep.
Himmelheber fouls Brandon Davis.
That's his second foul.
So Yerger will inbound into Hoffee. Hoffee bringing it up. Cross court to Hoffee. He's going to drive, shoots. Good. Nice shot. 26-22, 3:35 left in this third quarter. That is going to be Hoffee's first bucket of the ball game, as Himmelheber's looking for folks to move. Yoder over to Himmelheber, dribbles. Nice defense on the Lions right there. Himmelheber wanted to drive down the lane, and they shut that off real quick. Hetherington back out to Himmelheber, cross court to Proctor, looking. Over to Miller, gonna drive baseline, takes it to the hoop, shot no good, rebounded Yoder, shot no good, rebounded by Miller, and it's good. So that's gonna make it 28-22, and we've got a timeout on the floor, so we're gonna take a step away, and we'll be right back after this. And we're back, folks. 2:49 left in the third quarter. 28-22, Duke's lead.
Yeah, a barn burner there in the first half kind of turned into a cold streak here in the third quarter.
So Hoffee brings it up the backcourt, guarded tightly by Himmelheber. He's going to dish it off. Oh, nice play. Proctor got up in Davis's business. And
checking back in is Gonzalez. Must be good to go. Oh. Maybe not.
Well, somebody's got to check in because they've only got 4 on the floor. I think we've got a timeout on the floor. I'm not sure what's going on at the moment. So we're going to step away for just a moment, and we'll be right back. We're back, folks. Ball's into the corner to Himmelheber. Out top to Miller. Proctor backing out. He's double teamed. Over to Miller. To Himmelheber. Cross court to Proctor. Pulls up for 3. Long, no good. Rebounded by Hetherington to Miller. He's going to pull for 3. Bang!
There it is.
31-22. Duke's lead. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Gonzalez, he's going to take it to the hole, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to get Proctor with the foul. That is going to be Jaden's second foul. So Gonzalez will shoot the first one.
Good. 12 on the night.
It's been kind of a quiet 12 points.
Yeah, well, yeah, all in the second quarter, so.
Yeah. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Proctor. Over to Himmelheber, to Miller, drives down the lane, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Noak. Nice play by Ty Noak on the follow, making it 33-23.
Yeah, that's how you have to beat that trap, is quick passes. Don't let them set up.
Nope.
Oh.
Stolen by Miller, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Yep, stay here, but that was a good job by Miller.
Yerger to inbound, gets to Hoffee. Hoffee up to Cassidy. Just checked into the ball game.
Almost stolen.
Hoffee to the hoop. And
Nice.
It's going to fall.
Nice little roll there.
33-25. Over to Proctor. Proctor gets it tipped, but Himmelheber gets it.
They got to move the ball.
Back to Himmelheber. Going to dribble, and he's going to have it knocked away out of bounds. Ball stays here. 53.4 seconds left in this third quarter. Out top to Proctor. Cross court to Himmelheber. Back cross court to Proctor. Looking. Off to Hetherington. Over to Proctor on the wing. Dribbles, gives it off to Miller. Fakes, spins, turns, gives to Himmelheber for three. Bang! 36-25. 23.4 seconds left in this third quarter. Seems like every time they've needed a big shot, Marlington's been able to hit it tonight. Hoffee gives it off to Yerger. To Gonzalez, pulls up for three. Nope.
Oof.
Rebounded by Hetherington, pulls up for three, and it's going to be short. So that's how we're going to end the third quarter as the Dukes lead 36-25. We're going to step away for just a few minutes. We'll be right back. We're back, folks, for the start of the fourth quarter here at Marlington. Dukes lead Minerva 36-25. Marlington will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Proctor walks across the timeline, loses it, gets it back, gets it to Himmelheber at the top of the circle, into Hetherington. He loses it, gets it back, loses it again, somehow ends up in Himmelheber's hands. I guess when it's bouncing your way.
Right.
Miller gonna fake. Back out top. Proctor guarded by Gonzalez. Over to Miller. Miller's guarded by Davis. To Himmelheber. He's guarded by Yerger in the corner. Fakes. Nope, gonna drive. Kicks it back out to Himmelheber. To Proctor. He's gonna drive. Over to Noak. Layup's good. Nice pass.
Way to see it.
Yep. For you young people, that's called keeping your head up. If you do that, you'll find the open man. So Yerger's going to drive, kicks it out. Hoffee with the ball on the wing. Gonna dribble, drives, spins, kicks it back out to Davis, to Gonzalez, drives, shoots, and he's gonna be fouled. Strong take by Gonzalez. Just couldn't finish. That foul's going to be on Jaden Proctor.
Yep, that's his third.
So Gonzalez with the first one.
Good. 13.
Second one. Brims out. Rebounded by Noak. 6:55 left in this ball game. Noak's had some strong minutes tonight, especially since stolen.
Oh, okay.
Ends up with Himmelheber, tipped away. And Noak is back on the floor. He's going to jump ball, and possession will go to Minerva.
Looked more like a fumble there.
I was just going to say that Noak's had some valuable minutes tonight, especially after Bates went to the sidelines.
Yeah, he's definitely earned his minutes tonight.
Yeah, it looks like Bates is back on the sidelines. We haven't yet to see him come into the ball game. So we don't know if he passed concussion protocol.
Nice
inside
pass
to Davis. Nice play. Layup's good. 38-28. 6:18. Nope. Over to Proctor.
Pass.
Cross court in the corner. Out to Miller for three. Bang! 41-28. Duke's lead, 5:57 left in this ball game.
Just when you think he's going to go cold, he starts heating back up.
Right. Oh, nice play by Hoffee. Takes it to the rack and scores. 41-31. He's got 6. So nice play by Proctor. Takes it to the hoop. Off to Hetherington. Layup's good.
Nice pass there. Proctor's got really good vision here. He's had a couple nice assists tonight. It's not all about the points.
Nope.
You can rack up those assists and those rebounds. That can be the difference in a game.
Well, you've had a strong game by a lot of guys tonight. You know, Proctor's had a lot of good assists. Hetherington's been all over the place. He's been scoring from the outside, the inside, and rebounding. As Noak will sit down and Yoder back into the ball game. Second shot.
Yeah, rattles in.
That's going to be 8 for Hoffee as Proctor gets caught in the trap, throws it away, and they're going to get Miller with the foul as I believe it's Davis took it to the hole.
Yep.
Brandon Davis, a 6-foot senior. Hoffee to inbound. He hasn't found it there. He finally gets it out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Hoffee. Fakes. Kicks it out. Back out to Hoffee on the wing. Dribbles. Guarded by Yoder. Back out to Davis for 3. Bang!
Oh. Nothing but net there.
So we're going to stay right here as we have a timeout on the floor. 4:42, 43-35.
That gives Davis 7.
That was not a full timeout, so Marlington will Minerva will inbound. Wait a minute. Shouldn't it be Marlington ball here?
Well, I thought they counted that 3, but
shot out top. Into the corner. Davis for 3. Bang!
And he hits it again.
43-38. Proctor being guarded in the backcourt. Up to Miller. We've got a ball game again. Miller pulling up for three. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Gonzalez. 4:18 left in this ball game. Yoder guards Gonzalez, and they're gonna get Hetherington with the foul.
I believe that's 17 fouls for the Dukes.
Yep, so Gonzalez will go to the free throw line and shoot a 1-and-1. That is Hetherington's first foul of the ball game.
Yeah, that's kind of 4 minutes left, and you have 7 fouls. It's not a good.
Shot is good. So we got a 4-point ball game here. Second one.
Good.
One possession game now, folks. As Proctor guarded, as Minerva comes out in a full court press. Up to Miller. Miller dribbles, backs it out.
Thought
gets
about
to
it.
Himmelhuber. Back to Miller, pulls up for three. Short, rebounded, no good. And it's on the floor.
Ooh.
And back to Gonzalez. Up the floor to Hoffee. He's going to dribble, drives, gives it off to Davis. Blocked. Rebounded by Davis again. Blocked again, and he's going to get fouled and score.
Yep, he'll go to the line.
43-42, 1-point ball game with Davis. Braxton Davis, a 6'4" senior, going to the free throw line.
Accumulating all his points here in the fourth quarter.
As Yerger will check back into the ball game. Davis is going to shoot. Rims out.
Nope.
And Proctor will push the other way. Up to Miller. Back to Proctor. Proctor backs it out. Over to Himmelhuber, to Miller in the corner. He's going to dribble, drives, kicks it into Hetherington.
Almost loses it.
And they're going to get a blocking foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, these EBC games, they're nail biters.
They're a battle every night.
And, you know, I knew Minerva wouldn't go away lightly.
Or quietly, for that matter.
As they brought their fans.
Well, it was packed as soon as we got here. Proctor with the ball. Dribbles over to Himmelhuber. Himmelhuber back to Proctor. Gonna push. Drives. Shoots. Can't get it to fall. And they're gonna get a blocking foul on Braxton Davis is who they called it on. And that, I believe, is his 5th foul.
Oh.
Isn't that what the board says there, John? Yep.
Yeah.
So he's going to sit down. That hurts for Minerva because he's come up clutch here in the latter minutes of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's definitely been strong down in the paint for them.
Checking in the ball game is number 24, Peyton Rich. I believe this is his first action of the ball game. Shot, no good. Second shot by Proctor.
Switch.
44-42. As Proctor will sit down as Noak comes back into the ball game. Hoffee guarded tightly by Himmelhuber as Marlington comes out in a man-to-man defense. Shot. Good.
Wow.
Nice shot by Gonzalez as we have a tie ball game.
His mid-game is strong.
2:36 left in this ball game, and this game did not disappoint, folks.
I'll tell you what, they paid for the whole seat, but they only need the edge right now.
You're right about that one, John. So Noak is going to give it back to Himmelheber. He's going to dribble over to Miller. Miller guarded tightly by Davis, has it tapped away. Retrieves it, brings it back out top. Looking. Over to Noak. Noak loses it.
Stolen.
Picked up by Hoffee. Hoffee's going to push the other way.
2 minutes left.
He's going to dribble, takes it down the lane. Shot, good. Minerva takes the lead. 46-44, 151.
Yep, now they're with the Dukes, and they don't want to create more fouls than they have to.
So Himmelheber pulling up
Deep.
from way downtown. Rebounded by Noak. He's going to turn, gets it off to Hetherington. Or Yoder, excuse me. Yeah, that's Hetherington. Fouled.
There you go.
And he's going to go to the free throw line.
Blocked the first time, comes up strong the second time, gets to the line. I take back what I said about the edge. I don't even think they're sitting down now.
Nope, everybody down in front of us here is standing. On this side anyway. Shot.
Good. 1 point game. Minute 32.
12 points for Hetherington. He's been strong inside tonight. Second shot. Good. It's going to tie the ball game back up as we have 1:29 left in this game as Hoffee will bring it up. Guarded by Himmelheber, gives it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to fake, kicks it into the corner for three. Bang!
Wow.
That's a money shot there. As Himmelheber will bring it up. 1:10 left in this game. Hetherington picks up his dribble. He needs help.
Timeout.
Advantage is going to call timeout.
Well, the Lions have scratched and clawed their way back into a 3-point lead here late in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you what, we've been very fortunate, John. We've had some very, very good games throughout the season, and here we are again with a 2-point ball game, or a 3-point ball game, excuse me, 49-46. Just when you thought Minerva was out of it, they scratch, claw, and climb right back in and take the lead.
Yeah, due to Davis and Gonzalez really just lighting it up here in the second half.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been pretty remarkable as, Gonzalez, basically blanked in the first quarter. Well, he did blank in the first quarter.
Put up 11 in the second and just kept rolling in the second half.
17 in the 3 quarters. Most people don't score that in a ball game.
Nope.
So 57.9 seconds, 46-49. As Proctor will take the inbound. He's going to dribble. He's on the wing, out to Miller. Miller's going to spin, turns, dribbles, back over to Proctor. They are not giving an inch on Casey Miller. They're like, no way.
Oh, they know how deadly he can be.
35 seconds left in this ball game. As Proctor going to dribble, drive, shoots, no good. Rebounded by we got a scrum. We've got a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Marlington.
Whew.
25.5 seconds.
Stick around after the game for the announcement of the basket winners after the game.
Looks like this just might come down to the last shot.
Out to Proctor. Proctor's going to dribble. He's going to drive. They're trying to get it to Miller, but
Davis is glued to his hip.
Oh,
Up for three.
Three, no good. Rebounded by Gonzalez.
They got a foul. That's not the man you want to foul.
No, he's been very strong from the free throw line. 12.1 seconds. That foul was called on
Himmelheber, that's his fourth. He's got 4. Proctor's got 4.
Free throw.
No good.
Rebounded by Yoder up to Proctor.
10 seconds.
Up the court to Miller. Pulls up for three, and he's fouled.
Oh, boy. Ooh.
Wow. .9 seconds as Casey Miller will go to the free throw line.
Davis just a little too close on that.
And we're going to have a timeout. So we're going to step away for just a minute as they're going to talk about it. We'll be back.
The Straggett Media Network, a local broadcasting network, specializing in weather, news, sports, musical guests, weddings, commercials, visual marketing graphics. Let us take your business, school, wedding, or event to the next level. The Straggett Media Network.
We're back, folks, as we have 5.9 seconds left as Casey Miller will step to the free throw line. Miller, a good free throw shooter. Normal situations anyways. First shot, rims off, no good. Thing is now is you finish, you make your free throws. Second one's no good. So he just needs to make one of these, and Minerva's going to take a timeout, so we're going to stay here.
Yeah, if he can hit this last one and make it a 2-point game, that really changes the world. It makes it a little bit easier if you're going to try to come back here.
The hardest thing is if he makes it, I've kind of got to, it would have been better if he'd have made one or two.
And missed the last one.
Gets the rebound.
Yep.
So you
have to make this one.
Well, either that or you miss it and immediately kick it out to the 3-point line as he steps back. You know what I mean? If you can get Hetherington or
yeah, yeah.
Because as soon as the bucket goes in, you got to pray that you can get a quick steal or a quick foul, and hope they don't make something on the other end. So this is where the coaches play the chess match.
Yep, this is where Evan's drawing up some kind of magic on that whiteboard down there.
Absolutely. Well, and you know what? If I have to say, for Marlington, if there was one guy I wanted on a free throw line, it's Miller.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So here we go. Shot.
Nailed it.
Good. So Himmelheber will sit down. We've got multiple check-ins here. As I'm sure we'll see a very long pass.
Yeah, it looks like they have
Gonzalez
in there to maybe huck it deep.
There he gets
and
we've got a quick foul here.
Very quick. Not even, still 5 seconds.
5.1 seconds left.
0.6 seconds came off, so that was pretty quick there. That was a good job by Nook.
Hoffee will go to the free throw line.
I was kind of surprised that Gonzalez inbounded it. You'd think he would be the one receiving that to go to the line, but.
Well, one thing about it is, with his height and length, it makes it a little bit easier to see on the baseline. So Hoffee will shoot one.
Good. That's 3.
Good. So Marlington needs a little magic right now.
Yep.
And Hoffee has 11.
He hits this. He pretty much ices the game.
Second shot.
Ice in the veins there for Hoffee.
So inbound to Proctor, up the floor.
3, 2.
And over as the Dukes fall 51-47. That was a heck of a ball game, John.
Yeah, I tell you what, I kind of thought Marlington was kind of going to run. If you would have looked at it from just the first quarter, you would have thought that Marlington was going to run away with this game here. But credit Minerva for just fighting as much as they could.
Yep, and they're celebrating hard over there. So I'll tell you what. You got to love games like this, John. I know there's got to be a winner and a loser, but both these teams deserve to win tonight. They played hard. We've got the announcement of the baskets, and we'll go over the stats here.
Well, if you are just tuning in at the end of the game and you haven't had a chance to watch the full game, you wouldn't know that Gonzalez had a pretty solid night, 17 points, a couple of steals, a couple of rebounds, just seemed to be all over the place. Came back in, after a little
pretty hard fall.
Yeah, pretty hard fall. Seemed like to be a tailbone injury, and came back, battled, and helped lead his team, and as well as Davis. Davis had 13 for the Lions, and Hoffee 12 for number 12.
Yeah, it seemed like that in that second half, they just kind of found their groove and just never let off after that. So,
yeah, and they went into that trap defense, and it really kind of,
changed the rhythm.
Changed the rhythm of the whole entire game.
Yeah.
So, Casey Miller kind of had, he had 14 points, but it was kind of an off night for him as he felt it early in the first quarter, but after that he kind of struggled from the three-point line, and I think Hetherington had a heck of a game in this tough loss. He battled down in the paint, hit a couple of key shots, but...
Yeah, in fact, he's the one that tied the ball game up late before Minerva hit that huge three.
Yep.
So who's your player of the game?
Well, my overall player of the game is going to be Gonzalez. Tough kid, battled, like I said, through the whole game, even after his little injury that he had. But I'm going to have to say, with Hoffee, with the game on the line, he came up with ice in his veins and hit those two shots to really just put the game away and put it out of reach, with 5 seconds left. And that's hard to do.
Right. I'm going to go with Gonzalez, and I'm going to follow the suit with Hoffee as well. I think that Gonzalez, he led the charge, but Hoffee, when Gonzalez went out, kind of picked up the slack and then hit the big free throws at the end. So I think it was a joint effort there as well. So, again, Dukes fall here at Marlington tonight, 47-51 to the Minerva Lions. I want to thank John and Big Jack Horn back here for coming on with me tonight. It was a great night of basketball. We'll be back here tomorrow morning.
Yep, 1:15.
To have the Lady Dukes take on the Lady Leopards. If you're a basketball fan, you need to get over here for that one. So thanks again for coming on. This is Rob Johnson with the Stragan Media Network. Till next time, have a great night.